Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. It's 2:58 p.m. on April 11, 2023 in Fairview, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It is 8 degrees outside and a sunny afternoon in the city. In this video I walk for 2.1 kilometers starting at the Cultural Harmony Grove, then stroll east on Island Park Walk, ending my trek at Charleson Park. If you would like to support the channel and help me purchase some new equipment, click the heart icon to send me a super thanks. To receive updates, follow me on Instagram at jforestwood. And if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, share it, and subscribe. Hey folks, Jerome Forestwood here. I'm going to do a narrated video. And we're over by the Fisherman's Wharf right now, walking along the Seawall path. Of course, this is an interesting part of the Seawall path here, where it goes along the outside of a building. This, of course, is looking into the parking lot structure that's underneath the building, but then there's residential accommodations above. And there's a nice big parking lot for the marina, and that's Fisherman's Wharf. So it's interesting how they wove the public infrastructure into the this privately developed area. So more shot of the wharf from this level. Now you can see the Tap and Barrel in the background, which is the yellow building. That's over on one of the restaurants over on Granville Island. That would be on the north side of the island. Wow. Just wow. Oh wow. This cherry trees. These ones are a little more on the tail end of this of the season. But yeah. Wow. There's another view right there for you. And we're in Creekside Park, overlooking the Fisherman's Wharf right now. And this is Creekside Park over here. It's just a really nice, just some nice cherry trees in here. Oh, most of these trees are cherry trees. These ones are just, they're just finishing. Well, there's two types of cherry trees I saw this year. There's the pink ones, and then I saw also the white cherry blossoms, and then some that are kind of in between. So 3 in total, but yeah. Just very cool. And in Vancouver, cherry trees are all over the place, so it's not like Toronto where they're located, you know, on this little piece of the J. Robarts Library, or over in High Park, where the most popular stands. Like, there's popular stands everywhere in Vancouver and Richmond. One of my favorite stands is actually over in Richmond at the Aberdeen Neighborhood Park. That one, oh, you folks who live around there in the Aberdeen neighborhood, so fortunate, so fortunate. So just thank you for having it, because I felt fortunate going there and see it. But yeah, fabulous cherry trees all over the city. So we'll continue here. This stretch right here, this is Creek's West First Ave right there, and this is Creekside Drive, and that ends and that turns into the Island Park Walk right here. Of course, that's a private condo development over there, but if you go in that direction, that's the Mariner Walk. And then if we go in this direction, this is the Island Park Walk. And we're continuing that public-private relationship here. So very cool. Just like the use of the blue there in the building. Just makes it pop. That is one thing East Coasters have on us. Well, the areas that have the colorful houses. So we'll continue over here. We're over by the lagoons now. And the lagoons is, they have these lagoons that are actually right or physically around the condo development. So I just got across the cycling path here. Just like, this is just so cool. And you can like sit here and chill out. Oh man. And you get like ducks and stuff in there right now. They're probably all out eating sea critters right now at low tide. Having a feast. That's what low tide means. But we'll continue on the Island Park Walk here.
Summer to like.
We're approaching Granville Island. There's another one of the lagoons over here. There's even more benches at this one. So you can just imagine people just coming over here and chilling out. There's benches on the other side too, on the shady side. And it's open to the public. There's the duck right there for you. Mallard with the green head. Anyways. I'll continue. So there's a shot of the Broad Street Bridge for you, and the marina, of course, that goes around Granville Island. There, of course, is a boat rental place. You can also get those yellow and magenta water bikes. Looks like they're going to be charging $35 to rent those. If you go back to some of my early Vancouver videos, probably like the first one I went to Granville Island and filmed, you probably see some of those water bikes in the back catalog, of course. This is the Sea Island Walk and Anderson Street. There you can see the Granville Island sign underneath the bridge. I'm going to wait for this car to pass. Well, it looks like there's a few of us, so they're stopping on either side. Just going to wave thank you. And we'll continue on the Island Park Walk here. See that scooter's going down the scooter and bicycle and rollerblade and all that, mobile vehicles side. And I'm walking down the walking side. So you can see the island in the background. We're technically on the other side of Falls Creek right now. This yellow structure you can see through the trees here, that's where the kids market is. I don't really go over there, but if you're a parent, that's of course one place you're going to want to take your kids if you're here. There's like toys and all this other stuff in there that I've heard, so that's for the parents. I'm not one of those. And here, of course, is the old bridge and the old bridge road. It's not so much of an old bridge, but it's still what it is. And see people on the island today just enjoying it. As well as Canadian geese. I actually haven't been up through this part, but we're entering, well, we already entered Sutcliffe Park, but this is Sutcliffe Park here. I've seen it on the map, I've seen it Mapscape on Google Maps and stuff like that, or Street View, whatever you call it. I haven't actually done it, so and filmed it, so this is a little bit of new territory. I'm not expecting much in surprises, of course. But just like that is a cherry tree. Wow. That is a cherry tree. Those are like the cherry trees in Hyde Park. Yeah, So I'm not putting down the Toronto cherry trees. Toronto's got a great cherry tree scene, and that's probably it. It's probably my nostalgia for cherry trees back in Toronto, and just being so impressed with the cherry trees over here. Oh wow, yeah. So if you're from Toronto and you're a cherry tree fan, you're gonna love Vancouver right now in April. That is just a stellar stand of cherry trees. I'll continue through here at Sutcliffe Park.
didn't buy it.
Well, if I knew I could do that.
Now we're back to familiar territory. Wow. Just wow. Of course, it's one of the big nice docks you can walk across. Lots of area for you. Of course, you can see across to the island there. It's looking more at the parking area. Of course, that's at the south side of the park, or the Granville Island, which is like a Canadian national site too. So it's got the Canada logo over top of the gate. I don't know if it's truly a natural site or I'm just BSing that. I'm probably BSing that. Definitely worth checking out. Right from there you can see out to the marina and the main core of False Creek. We'll continue along the Island Park walk here.
Sunday afternoon.
Let's see a healthy group of people out here today. Very cool. And we'll continue along the Island Park walk here. Very cool. So that's Granville Island over there. Yeah, it is supported by the Canadian federal government. but I'm not quite sure its status. So I'm not sure if it's a park or a historic area, or if they just receive funding. But they definitely have ties to that, so very cool. That is definitely something that I'm going to go look into a little bit more. And you can see that because there is a Canada sign right next to the Granville Island Bridge sign. So there's some sort of relationship. Anyways, it's a nice day and we're out here on the island park lot. If you look over here, you can see different buildings, and a lot of these different buildings have different twists and turns, or are built more in circles and stuff like that, and that's to accommodate the mountain view cones that protect, of course, Vancouver's view of the mountains. Of course, down here we're right at sea level next to Falls Creek, so I don't get to see too many mountains down here. But it's still very cool. There's a few mountains if you look behind the bridge. There you can see a nice view of the harbor. And this would be the Spruce Harbor Marina. And you can walk along this section right here, this path that I'm on. You can't actually go down onto the docks. There's a gate there. You need a gate code. So see, they have a gate code, so they're going in. And this section over here that we're walking through actually historically was an industrial sector, even not that long ago. And of course now it's like parkland, the Seawall path, and then like really expensive housing. But hey, such is life. And we're in Charleson Park right now. And you can see the aqua bus going down the ferry, going down through Falls Creek there. And there's the eastern section. If you look at way in the back, you can see some of the mountains. And then of course it's the trail right here. Then there's the school on the other side of the park here. And the kids are out right now for recess, so I'm not going to put the camera there. But the Seawall path is a fair game. Busy park. Busy park. This looks like one of the very few public playgrounds that's also in a park that's connected to a school. I grew up in one of those types of neighborhoods. Way back in the day. Of course, that was not here, that was in Toronto. But just interesting. Over here is the local Charleson Park, the dog park. And there is there goes some really nice scooters. I was like, what are those? Oh, because one of them was pedaling, so it looks like they charge their batteries by pedaling. Very cool. Just gonna cross out and take a quick peek at this habitat area right next to the dog park. This is a nice little place too. Lots of rocks and stuff like that to climb onto. Looks like it's a stormwater runoff pond. So I'm standing by a stormwater runoff right now. There you can see like there's turtles out here and ducks. In a couple weeks when the water plants start regrowing again, this will look even better. Okay. Let's head back to the Seawall path and continue. So we'll cross the bike path. There's actually a really good view right now. You can see of Falls Creek in the westerly direction. It goes out into English Bay. That's the Pacific Ocean, folks. So we'll continue on the Seawall path here. There's a nice little point over here with a couple of benches. So I'm gonna go chill out. Take a break. Anyways, folks, thanks for coming along and watching. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later, folks. Have a good day.